Hey guys, it's Matt Cook here. I just want to give you a little introduction to what you can learn on my channel. So the idea of my channel is to help you get a fully functional body. So that means a body that is completely free of pain so that you can live, move, exercise, have fun, do whatever you want without really experiencing pain in your muscles or your joints. And also to achieve things like flexibility, coordination, stability, balance, and a whole bunch of other things that might go with this idea of a fully functional body. And the reason I choose to talk about this particular topic is because for a long time, literally 12 years of my life, I didn't have a fully functional body. Like, you would best describe my body as broken. People would even literally say that to me. They'd be like, what is wrong with you? Your whole body is broken. And I had all these tightnesses and pains in my knees and my hips and my shoulders and my neck and my back and pretty much anywhere you could possibly think of. And I was always looking on YouTube and the wider internet for all these tips about what I should do. And I was seeing all these physiotherapists and massage therapists and radiologists and like every single person out there. And they'd do all these things and nothing would really work. And eventually I found some stuff that did work and I started to do that. And I just think it's so awesome that now I just want to teach it. Like, I'm originally an engineer and a mathematician, and this is completely different, but this is just the most interesting stuff to me and the most valuable stuff for my own life and just the most fun to talk about. So that's why I'm talking about this particular topic. Let me give you an idea of the results I've achieved. So I'm going to put up on the screen now. This is me, with these insanely tight hamstrings and tight back. And you can even see that like the shape in which I'm doing this maneuver is terrible. And then, you fast forward a little while later and I can actually put my palms on the ground. And here's a little compilation of the moves that I can now do, like literal cool movements. Okay, so I'm going to help you achieve not necessarily doing things like flips or, parkour or gymnastics or dance or something like that, but just to improve your body, like in whatever way you want. Like, you might be 78 years old and you just want to be able to like lift your hips a bit better, or you might be 20 and you're a boxer and you want to understand your movement a bit better so that you can fight in a more elite way. Like, the whole spectrum. Like every single thing, even if you're already practically a professional, but just there's a gap between you and the absolute elite level, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to teach you something. The reason why what I'm going to teach you is different and valuable is because it's a paradigm shift. So the current paradigm that everyone is living in for how to make changes to their body is called stretch and strengthen. Okay, so you look at all the different muscles in the body and you say, oh, this one's tight, needs to be have a stretch done on it. This one over here is weak, so it needs to have a strengthener done on it. And all the exercises, you just go look up any single thing on YouTube. They're always going to be like, I'm going to tell you some exercises to strengthen this particular muscle, to stretch this particular muscle. And as I said, I was in a bad way for 12 years and I couldn't make any progress, and it's because I was following all that stuff. However, I found that there's a new paradigm that's just superior to stretch and strengthen, and I think the best name for it would be conscious movement. Okay, so it takes the emphasis off the muscles and saying, okay, we're strengthening this or stretching this, and it puts the emphasis back on moving the body. And I add the word conscious movement because that addition, that word, means that you're thinking about it. So while you're doing the movements, while you're doing anything with your body, you're analyzing, you're like perceiving, you're using logic, you're really like figuring out exactly what's going on with your body independently with your own mind and making decisions about how you can move your body better. And the reason that's effective is when you can move really well, you don't have pain. So you can think about some really, famous examples of movers like rock climbers or ice skaters or martial artists or dancers, and you go, okay, those people have really good movement. Now, their muscles are working in the exact way that you want your muscles to work. But the thing is, you can't get to that level of movement by stretch and strengthen. It's just not going to happen, because all you're going to do is basically just reinforce the incorrect movement patterns that you have, strengthen your convictions about how you think your body works, or just like pull on a muscle, and it might provide some temporary like elasticity in the muscles, or they might get stronger and you think the performance is going up, but really it's a dead end, and it's never going to take you towards like really free, open movement, which corresponds to a pain-free body, which corresponds to a fully functional body. So let me give you an example of a fitness goal that you might want to achieve, and I'll show you how I would teach you compared to the typical stretch and strengthen paradigm. So let's say you've got these tight hip flexors, right? Everyone's got these like tight hip flexors, and they want to have like loose, longer hip flexors so that they A, just not feel pain, and B, be able to do lunges and squats and just move freely and take the tension off the back and all that sort of stuff, right? So one of the typical exercises they'll do is they say, okay, stand here and put your leg up on a chair or a table or something like that, and kind of go like that, and just feel like lean into it and feel the stretch, okay? So that's what they tell you. They're like, hold that for 30 seconds, and then you're gonna get this stretch, and whoop-de-doo, like you've taken the magic stretch pill, and now your hip flexors are gonna be better. And that's it, right? So the way I would teach you, to incorporate that exercise and get the actual true benefit of what it can yield is say, okay, we're gonna treat the exercise like this. You're gonna have one foot on the ground, you're gonna have one foot up on the table, and then you're gonna learn that position and improve your understanding of how all your muscles and your joints work in that position. And you're gonna practice moving your knee back and forth, you're gonna practice moving your hip back and forth and in circles and side to side, and you're gonna practice moving your spine in that position, backwards in this, and you're gonna put your arms up, and you're really gonna learn what it takes to configure your muscles and all your muscle fibers and manage your whole nervous system to make that position really come under your control, so that you start to really be comfortable and have perfect coordination and stability and balance in that position. And you'll find, that doesn't have any emphasis on strength or any emphasis on stretching. It has emphasis on doing movements in a particular position and learning and being conscious and using the logic of how everything works and just learning how your body works. So that's why I call it conscious movement. And I reckon if you start doing these type of exercises where you're just doing movements, like you go into these like really interesting positions and you feel your body working in a different way, then you start to learn what's going on with those positions, and then you get out of the position, start to walk around, you're like, whoa, my body's working better now. Like, you're gonna agree with me and you're gonna go, whoa, this paradigm is just beyond stretch and strengthen. So I hope that sounds good to you. The best way to start is to just scroll through my videos and just, see a particular video title that speaks to you and like has something to do with a fitness goal or that you're trying to achieve in your life, like whether it's eradication of pain or just getting more balance and coordination, stability and all that sort of stuff, and just do the exercises and see how it goes for you. Okay, thanks for listening. This is Matt Cook. Welcome to my channel. Hope it's really enjoyable for you. Talk soon.